In this video, we're going to implement functionality to remove regular users from the group by admin users. Now let's commit, as always, everything what we made so far. So allow admin users to delete posts from group. This is one thing what we did, and another thing will be allow post owners to delete comments on the post. Okay, and we're going to also write send notifications in both cases. Okay, great. Now I'm going to allow admin users to remove another users from the group. So if there are the following users now, and if let's say that Mary, for example, is placing some inappropriate posts every time inside this vue.js developers, okay, so admin users should have this possibility to remove others from the group. We're gonna show this delete button or remove button somewhere. Where should we put this? If the I can put this on the right side, on the left side of this drop down, but if the name is large, it's not going to fit. Let's open user list item. Here we have the select. This is for show role dropdown. Okay, the show role dropdown means that the current user is admin. And if the show role dropdown is there, then we need to show this delete button as well. Let's give it the following classes. But I'm going to increase its padding a little bit. I'm going to set this 1.5. And I'm going to give it BG. What is the color for the primary button? BG gray. It is gray. So let's provide BG gray 800. By default, it's going to be 700, but on hover, it's going to be 800. So this is our delete button. And let's provide margin left 3 as well. Okay, the button should be disabled. Just like we're disabling the drop down, I should not be able to remove myself, or the owner should not be deleted from this group. So we need this disabled style. But we have to apply corresponding CSS classes as well. On disabled, we're going to have BG gray 600. Maybe 500. It is disabled and it should not change on hover. Okay, hover is not triggered also, so this doesn't do anything, which is good. Now when I click on delete here, something should happen. So we have the following events like the role change approve, reject, and let's add another one, which is going to be delete. And we are going to emit delete. Now let's open group/view, and we have user list item here, and we need to listen to delete on user delete, or we can just call this delete user. Let's create this function delete user. We're going to accept the user, but I think we are not passing the user, so let's just pass the user. Then we're going to accept the user. The only thing I'm going to do is just show the confirmation. If window confirm, are you sure you want to delete to remove user? And let's use user.name from this group. And if the answer is false, then we're going to return false as well. And if the answer is true, yes, then we are going to make this request on group remove user. We're passing the group slug, and we're going to pass the user ID as well. Remove user. Now we need to define this route on the backend side. We had right here reject, right, or approve request. Let's find where we have this approve. Here we have this, and let's duplicate this route and call this remove dash user. And maybe we need to accept delete method. We can change this into delete group remove user. Okay, and we need the function to be called also remove user. Let's go in this controller, group controller, and I'm going to create this function, public function remove user. We're going to accept request. We're going to accept group. And then I need to validate the user ID. And if it's a valid user, it needs to be removed. Okay, we need to do something similar, what we're doing here. So let's copy this code. By the way, inside here, the change role, if for some reason this group user doesn't exist, we don't return anything. I think we need to return back here in this case as well. So now let's put this code here and modify that. Okay, so first of all, if the current user is not admin of this group, this is restricted. Then we validate the user ID. The only thing what we need to do, just for some reason, we need to check that the current user should not be able to remove itself. So if the current user is the owner of the group, you cannot remove yourself from group. Or basically, the owner of the group cannot be removed. The owner of the group cannot be removed. And finally, we need to find we can find this group user by the user ID and the group ID. And if that was found, we're going to first get the user. So we get the user. Then I'm going to call delete on this group user. And then I'm going to send notification to the user. And we need to create this notification. Okay. I'm going to call this user removed from group. User removed from group, and we're going to pass the group variable only, which is going to be, which we have right here. Okay, now let's open this and let's accept public group. We need to import this group, and then let's provide the text. You have been removed from group. We need the group name, this group name. You have been removed from group, let's say vue.js developers, by admin users. Okay, and we can write open group, and we can provide root here. This is going to be group profile, this group name, Slack. It should be Slack. Okay, we're going to test this. And we need to, in any case, we're going to go back. So let's double check. We're going to check first if the current user is not admin. We don't allow. Then we get the user ID. Then we're going to check if the current user, not the current user, if the given user basically is owner of the group, it is not allowed. Then we select the group user. We delete this group user, and we notify the user that you have been removed from the group. Now, let's go into users and let's remove Zura. Nothing works. Okay, let's open user list item. When we click on delete, it's going to emit delete. Then we go in the group view. We are looking at the delete. I think the code doesn't come here. Let's go in the console and click on delete. Okay, it doesn't work. What is this disable role dropdown? Here it is true, here it is false. Okay, this is strange. We emit delete, which we have inside define emits. Then we are listening to that. We added this listener in the request. This is the issue. We need to add this right here. Okay. This is how it should be. Now I hit on delete. We see this confirmation. Are you sure you want to remove user Zura from this group? I'm going to hit OK. User was removed. And if we go in the mail pit, we're going to see you have been removed from group vue.js developers by admin users. Open group. That's going to open the group. and we have just removed Zura. So if we just try to log in with Zura, we don't have these Vue.js developers there. Okay, however, I can try to request to join, which will send an email. I got the email, 2 emails. Yeah, I should have received 2 emails. One is to John. User Zura requested to join to group Vue.js developers, and the second is to John too, because both are admin of the group, which is awesome, how it should be. Okay, now I am going to log in. Right now I'm logged in as Zura, so I'm going to log in as, let's log in as John 2, which is also admin, not the owner, but the admin. And we see Zura has pending requests. We can approve or reject. I'm going to approve. And now even John 2 is able to remove other users except the owner from this group. Great. However, this delete button should not be visible for regular user such as Zura. So if I log out and log in as Zura inside this Vue.js developers, inside the users, it is not visible there, which is great. In the next lesson, we're going to implement sending email notifications when post is created or comment is added or post is liked or comment is liked.